Welcome to the world of futurism, the world of the future. My name is Deputy Dude, and I will be your friend and tour guide today. It is my pleasure to teach you lots of new information about futurism. If you see anything you like, feel free to say ooh and ah. Make sure to keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to go and find the answer on your own. Thank you and enjoy. You may ask, what is futurism? Futurism is an avant-garde art movement which was launched in Italy in 1909. Coming up straight ahead, we have Mudbath of 1914 by David Bomberg. Bomberg was born December 5th, 1890. He was an English painter and one of the Whitechapel boys. Bomberg painted a series of complex geometric compositions combining the influences of Cubism and Futurism in the years immediately preceding World War I. A second picture by Bomberg, Jiu-Jitsu of 1913. Bomberg typically using a limited number of striking colors, turning humans into simple angular shapes and sometimes overlaying the whole painting with a strong grid work coloring scheme. Now we have Roman School of 1932. Created by Sante Manchesi. Manchesi was born in 1910. He was an Italian painter belonging to the modern movement of the Roman School and founder of the Futurist movement of marching in 1932. Now we have Filippo Tommaso Marinetti. Born December 22nd, 1876. He was an Italian poet, editor, art theorist, and founder of the Futurist movement. He was associated with the utopian and symbolist artistic and literary community Abbe de Critique between 1907 and 1908. Marinetti is best known as the author of the first Futurist Manifesto, which was written and published in 1909. It was published in French on the front page of the most prestigious French daily newspaper, Le Figaro, on February 20th, 1909. In the founding and manifesto of Futurism, Marinetti declared that art, in fact, can be nothing but violence, cruelty, and injustice. Coming into our museum, we have Umberto Boccioni. He was born October 19, 1882. He was an Italian painter, sculptor, and theorist. He worked in Futurism, Cubism, and Neo-Impressionism. Before he adapted Marinetti's literary theories to the visual arts and became the leader of Futurist art. In 1910, he and other painters published the Technical Manifesto of the Futurist Painters, promoting the representation of the symbols of modern technology, violence, power, and speed. He first matured as a neo-impressionist painter and was drawn to the landscapes and portrait subjects. It was not until he encountered Cubism that he developed a style that matched the ideology of dynamism and violent societal upheaval that lay at the heart of Futurism. Boccioni borrowed the geometric forms typical of the French style and employed them to evoke crashing, startling sounds to accompany movement. His featured painting that we show is The Laugh of 1911. And the sculpture that's featured is called Unique Forms of Continuity in Space of 1913. Moving on, we have artist Gino Cervini. He was born April 7, 1883. He is an Italian painter who sympathized with the style of Futurism and Cubism. Cervini continued to work in the pointillist manner, an approach that entailed applying dots of contrasting colors according to principles of optical science, until 1910, when he signed the Futurist Painter Manifesto. Cervini usually portrayed the human figure as a source of energetic motions in his painting, embraced a more rigorous and formal approach to composition instead of deconstructing forms. He wanted to bring geometric order to his paintings. This painting is War of 1914. Next we have Giacomo Balla, born July 18, 1871. He was an art teacher, painter, and poet, and participated later in Futurism. He was influenced by Marinetti, and Balla adopted the Futurism style, creating a pictorial depiction of light, movement, and speed. He was signatory to the Futurist Manifesto in 1910, and began designing and painting futuristic furniture, and also created futuristic anti-neutral clothing. If you take a look to the left, we now have Luigi de Guerci, born December 12, 1887. He was an Italian painter of the Venetian anti-academic movement in the first years of the 20th century. His work were exhibited at Capassaro between 1912 and 1920, and at the International Exposition of Paris. Starting from the representation of a living room world of liberty taste, also through the irony of caricature, he was essential to the avant-garde movements in the beginning of the 20th century. From Futurism to Expressionism, from the movement of Pont Aven to the secession in Vienna and Munich. He artistically formed in the unrepeatable melting pot of styles and newness of the Barbettini Capassaro of the 1910s. Now we have our first female featured artist, Alexandra Exner. Born January 6, 1882, she was a Russian painter and designer of international stature. Her essential futurist and cubist ideas was always in tandem with her attention to color and rhythm. Exner uses many elements of geometric compositions, which reinforce the core intentions of dynamism, vibrant contrast, and free brushwork. She stretched the dynamic intentions of her work across all mediums. This included sculptures, costume designs, set designs, and decorations for the revolutionary festivals, and strongly reflected her work with geometric elements and vibrant intentions. Last but not least, we have Alexander Bogomazov, born April 7, 1880. He was a Ukrainian painter, known artist, and modern art theoretician of Russian avant-garde. He studied the works of the Italian Futurists. At this time, he developed art theories and published his essays, The Art of Painting and the Elements. In 1914, he organized the exhibition The Ring in Kiev, together with Alexandra Exner, and amongst others. The Futurists love speed, noise, machines, pollution, and cities. They embrace all new and exciting technology. With their innovative and unique styles, Futurists helped reinvigorate 20th century art and were influential to the modern movements of the 21st century. This is the end of our tour. Thank you, and please come back again.